I wanted to talk to you about what happened with the Southwest. I saw something in the newspaper about it, and we were going to be having a summit on obesity, but it was yesterday, and you missed it, but that's why I was calling. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I said, but you know what, man? It wasn't real. I don't know that I would have been into that kind of thing. I'm not really standing up and championing obesity. I'm just, everyone should be the size they want to be. I just kind of got fucked on a corporate level. You know, it wasn't really a big movement or any sort. I was just like, once again, another customer gets fucked over by a corporation. You don't have to worry about that kind of thing. And then I went into the story, told him the whole story and shit, and I was like, but don't worry, man, it's all in the past now, I'm good. And he's dead quiet for a second. He goes, yes, well, like I said, the thing was yesterday. So I was like, all right, man, all right. And he was just like, well, good luck with the opening of your movie and stuff like that. I said, thanks. I said, God, man, can I fucking talk to you before you go real quick, just a California thing? And I said, a little bit of California advice? And he goes, please. And I said, before you leave office, be the one that legalizes weed, man. You'll be a bigger hero than Conan. And he was like, I will take it under advisement. And he fucking hung up the phone, man. He was out of my life. And as soon as I hung up, I was like, God damn it, why didn't I go like, hey man, what is best in life? Just that he would have been like, what the fucking you think is best in life, you know? Just crush your enemies, see them driven before you hear the lamentation of the women. But I didn't have the foresight to, but I did ask him about weed, and I'm sure like everybody who asks him about weed, he's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But he did say he would try.
Thanks, Kevin, and tell Mosier he makes Smodcast.
I will, man. Thank you. I mean, Indica. 15? Okay, right on. Hey man, how are you?
I'm doing great, how are you?
I'm good, I'm very good.
I was just wondering, one of my favorite movies is called Free Enterprise. And I was bummed that the Wrath of Shatner panel got canceled.
Why did it get canceled?
No idea. And I was just wondering, I find it very similar in tone to your work. And I was just wondering if you've ever seen Free Enterprise.
I did, actually. I paid to see Free Enterprise at the Beverly Connection many years ago in Los Angeles. I enjoyed it.
You got good taste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody has ever said that to me. Really, most of these people are like, your test is questionable and shit like that. Nobody's ever said you got good taste. Thanks, man. Hey.
Hi, Kev.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Excellent, man.
First of all, I waited almost 5 hours in line to see you, and you're awesome.
Thank you. I'm telling you, you don't need to wait 5 hours in line, though. You just come to my house, knock on the door, and say, come down here, and I'll do it. But I might be carrying chicken, so.
Okay, my question is, when your daughter watches the infamous Kinky Kelly and the sexy stud scene,
yes,
what is your reactionary speech to her?
I will be like, that's the kind of love you want in your life. A guy will, never mind, you don't want that guy. I don't know, it wouldn't bother me. I'd be like, that's what I thought was funny back in 2008 or 2006, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she'd be like, oh, Dad, it's so immature. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. But I'm not afraid of her watching this stuff, man. I'm kind of actually looking forward to it. Because I'll take criticism from her, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, she watched it, and years from now, she's like, I don't know, man, it's kind of one-dimensional, and all the characters sound like you. You know, I believe it from her coming from, I'd be like, all right, right on, but what have you ever done? But I look forward to it. I can't wait for her to watch it, this stuff I've done. You know, it's kind of a neat thing. We've showed her stuff in the past when she was younger. We turned the volume down and showed her some of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and that was just... It was weird. It was like a function, like a big cartoon, very colorful and shit like that, and she knew people in it, but it may have sent her to a therapist couch as well and shit. Because she's like, there's Dad and there's Uncle Jay, and they're hanging out with Scooby-Doo. And Shaggy and shit like that. But she didn't buy it. She was very quick. She was like all the cats on the internet. First time she saw the clip, I was like, look, it's me, and Uncle Jay was Shaggy. She's like, that's not Shaggy. Shaggy has a green shirt. And I was like, oh, you're just like Harry fucking Knowles. Get off my ass. All good, man?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for waiting for 5 hours. Sorry about that. Look at you. You're barely dressed. What's going on?
Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your costume?
Well, I'm Asylum. I'm the goddess of a good time.
And it's called Asylum?
Yeah, it's actually my name backwards, Melissa.
Right on.
Yeah, so this
So that's
is,
not a Greek god or something like that?
no, she just likes to have a good time,
Okay.
basically. And I came here without like a costume, and it's my first time here, and it's awesome. I'm having such a good time, and felt a little out of place without a costume, so I kind of made up my own superhero.
Right on, man.
Yeah. So I'm here to talk to you as a, Comic-Con virgin.
Okay.
What was one of your most memorable experiences here?
We showed Mallrats here back in 1995. That was the first time I ever came here. I've read about the con my whole life and shit like that. Read about it in Fangoria and Starlog and magazines like that, long before the internet ever existed. You'd read about it in the back of comic books. Stan Lee would talk about it in a soapbox and shit. Never got to go myself, lived on the other side of the country, and then when we made Mallrats, we brought it here to screen at Horton Plaza. There was like a 300-seat theater, we gave out tickets, packed it, and screened it, and it screened religiously, man. It was just like the fucking Universal execs who were there were like, holy shit, these fuckers made E.T. Because the audience fucking responded so rapidly to it. It was a film that was made directly for that audience, so they based everything on the Comic-Con screening and shit. Then when it went out into the real world, it was generally ignored, and so they were like, what happened to all your nerd friends? I was like, I guess they were seeing something better that night. They all saw it in Comic-Con. But it was an awesome, regardless, it was an awesome time, and to be screening the movie there for that audience, the audience it was made for. And that was kind of like the first time that I actually kind of connected with the audience that I'm most known for connecting with at this point, was there at Comic-Con. And I think there was, the way I get it, the way I understand it, cats were just like, you made the movie about us at that moment in time. And I don't know, that it felt cool. It felt like you were welcome because you were talking about something very, very small, but now that something is very, very large. Everybody, a lot more people involved in fandom
Yes.
back in the day. Yeah, it's nice. It's very cool.
Well, thank you for making my first experience here awesome. It's awesome here at Comic-Con. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. I thought that thing was coming off the whole time, man. I was like, sooner or later, this is my first experience. Woo! Turn this shit into Mardi Gras. Throw that lady some beads. How are you, sir?
I'm good. First of all, I'd like to say that Clerks is the reason why I became a filmmaker and why I want to be a writer and director.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm writing 2 scripts like right now, and I'm going to film school.
Right on. Where are you going to film school?
Chapman.
Okay.
I want to know if the Clerks animated feature is. Are you going to revive it, or is it just fully dead?
I think it's kind of dead right now at the moment. There's been no signs of life on it whatsoever. The property's still tied up over at Disney. Disney is trying to sell off the entire Miramax library. So once it lands somewhere, that would be the time to approach whoever owns it and be like, can I make a movie with my characters again, please? Because they own it. So I don't know, maybe somewhere down the line once that library settles out, once it gets bought or doesn't get bought, depending on what's going on this week.
Thanks. I hope I can be on that stage someday. So
You can come up right now. I'll let you go.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, come on up. You'll see how awesome it is. Hey, man, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Kevin?
Excellent.
So last year I was here, and you said that I could tell people that we're friends. Can I
Okay.
still tell people that we're friends?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I don't know if it's going to get you very far this year.
It got me the good table at Wendy's.
It won't get you a good seat at Southwest.
Thanks a lot, Kevin.
Thanks, man. Doesn't that dude have a thing sticking in his eye? Is that a costume of what happened today? That is awesome, man. That is tremendous. Dude's like, fuck being Thor or Iron Man. I'm that dude. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent.
I just wanted to ask, what would be your dream project?
My dream projects?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This hockey movie I'm working on, I think, is it. This movie I'm writing called Hit Somebody. It's based on this Warren Zevon song that Mitch